Welcome back everyone, I'm Juliet and today I prepared for you full body power yoga practice. Great workout to lose weight and build the strength. That's going to be challenging, so get ready. That's going to be fun and of course super effective. So grab your water, get on your mat and let's begin. Alright team, so today I want to begin with you on our toes and knees so we can wake up the toes and make the toes stronger. And before we begin, let's set a good quality intentions. Reach all the way, lengthening that spine guys, and close your eyes. Draw your both hands up front of your heart. Look inside. Let's make a commitment again to practice with love, with no expectations, with no frustration, and just with appreciation to what this body can do for us. We're getting stronger by doing. So open your heart for the new knowledge, for the exploration with a big smile. Open up your eyes guys. Reach all the way in. Let's lengthen in our arms one more time. Feel good, straight for the arms and back, and take those arms all the way behind. Connect. Clasp the palms or not if it's too much for you, and give it a gentle little opening. If to sit like that for you is very challenging guys, on your toes, reach one more time all the way up. You can sit just on your feet or however it's possible for you today, but do your best to sit on your toes at least a little bit, right? We're getting stronger by doing. Open up, chest forward, expand through the rib cage, heart open, hands behind, reach all the way. In this time guys, bring your hands close to your knees, round that spine, relax your neck all the way. Good, and press both palms into the floor. I have such an exciting practice for you today. Connect your both hands, come on up guys with me, all the way from those toes, reach and go to the side, lateral stretch. Beautiful. And all the way guys to the other side. Big breath. Good job. Let's take our both hands crisscross on the shoulders. Step your knees slightly wider. And we're gonna go for the tiny, teeny weeny little back bend to begin with. Push the hips forward, relax your neck. And exhalation. Good job everyone. Come on back, all the way back to the center. And one more lateral bend guys from each side. Now if you can't reach the floor, you can take your hand on the waistline or you can use your block. Make sure guys that arm all the way above the head, up front of the ear, not up front of your face. All right, all the way straight to the side. Lateral bend guys, both knees on the floor, and keep reaching, keep holding, so not up here, all the way above your head guys. Come on back to the center, sit back on your toes, take your hands on the floor. If you need to release the toes, do it, and lift the hips a little bit more farther. You've got it, all the way. Breathe guys. Inhalation, exhalation, all the way back to the sitting position. Very good guys, so let's continue to wake up our feet and knees. So take your one foot up front and we're gonna reach all the way in. Look just behind the shoulder, hand, wrist, all the way inside. Good, half spinal twist. Again, if sitting on the toes very challenging, just release them, but I really want you to do your best to spend at least a little bit time on those toes so we can wake up the feet and make our feet stronger guys. Ankles and toes all the way inside. Half spinal twist, chest up and lift it. Very good. Good, half spinal twist all the way back guys. And this time we're going to make a transfer on our kneeling position. Wrist, elbow, shoulder, so we're still waking up the body all the way up and down. Reach, cat and cow. Very simple, very gentle, but very effective flow to to wake up the body or to recover. Drop the head all the way back. All right, one more, guys. Good job. This time we're going to reach our one leg up, other arm all the way up front. Give it a good quality lengthening, guys. All the way, inhalation through the nose, exhalation through the nose. Connect with the ankle if you can. If not, don't worry about it. Just hold your arms in, legs extended, guys. We have to breathe in order to find the balance. Good work. We're going to take the leg back, bend that knee, and straight Achilles and a hamstring and a quadricep, the front part of your leg. If you have that balance, go ahead and pick up the other foot from the floor. Good. Do not hold the breath. All right. Good work. So the same leg you've been working, we're going to reach up and extend. Give it a push down, exhalation. Stay strong, guys. You don't have to lift that leg, but give it the best you can. Elbows in, around your ribcage. Come on back up, and we will slowly draw this leg all the way outside. It might be a little bit farther or closer, whatever you can do. And we continue to practice cat and cow. This is completely different. Hip opener and back opener. So reach, draw the belly in, scoop it in, don't cheat, and all the way back. You're gonna feel it in your hamstring and the inner thigh, and entire leg and the lower back. That's exactly where I want you to feel it. All right. And one more. Beginners, stay where you are. Rest in the child pose or open it up all the way. Breathe actively, everybody. Good job. Come back nice and slow all the way. We're going for the other side. Now the other leg and other arm, all the way lengthening. I want you guys to pick up your belly, right? Do not arch the back. All the way, fingertips away from your toes. Active kneecaps, all right? No sloppy legs. Stay right there if you have to, or connect with your ankle if you're ready. Find the balance. Start to breathe. Don't worry if you're out of balance. Start over again. Again, we're getting stronger by doing. We're getting stronger by practicing. This is called practice for a reason, right? Let's take the knee back on the floor and grab that foot, guys, behind. Press it towards the glute. By itself, it's already a lot, but if you want to reach the other foot off the ground to practice a little bit more balance on your knees, go ahead and join me, guys. Just a few breaths up here. We're taking it back. Take the same leg up, push down, support with your knee, elbows in, stay strong, keep on breathing. Good, waking up the upper body. Come on up. And this time this leg is going to slide outside on the outer blade of the foot. Wrist, elbow, shoulder. Press the other hand into the ground and start to move cat and cow up here with the leg underneath and up front of your body. Challenging for the hip and hip flexor. Different for the lower back. Great opening and great variety for the body stretches to wake up the body. All right, just a couple more. Final one. And if you decide to stay up here, this is good. If you reach up and open, this is beautiful. If not, guys, don't worry about it. Keep on breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. Proud of you, my friends. Take it all the way back, rounded spine, relax your neck all the way. We move into the first downward facing dog today. Tuck your toes, remember, feet, hips width apart or sit bones width apart, hands, shoulders width apart. Shift your weight, guys, back to the hips. Beginners, bend your knees, relax your neck, everybody, because that's gonna make feel much better on your back. Neck is a continuation of your spine. All right, we're gonna take our right leg up, look underneath the right, and open. It doesn't have to be super high, but try to hold those legs strong and engage, but do not lock your knees. Breathe actively all the way, guys. Look forward and walk with me to our first plank. Inhalation, exhalation, and slowly draw the knee to the outside of the elbow. Shift your weight back. Draw the knee to the same side. That's the knee you work in. Reach back. Knee, chin, chest, or belly, or even your nose, guys. Curl it. Let's do one more cycle. Reach, plank, knee to the opposite elbow. Take it back. Reach, knee to the same side. Exhalation. Use the belly breathing. Reach, guys, and maybe even towards your nose. All the way. Take it back. Up and open. Acquires a good stable position in your downward facing dog. One leg is, and slowly wrap this leg right above your knee, above your thigh. All the way. Drop the head. Continue to spread. Shoulder blades apart. Relax your neck, guys. Navel in. Keep on breathing, everybody. So proud of you. We continue to work. All right, move forward with me, beginners. Undo those knees. Undo those knees. That's totally fine. Stay in a regular plank or plank on your knees. Everyone else, we rock to the side and we open to the side plank. Open into the side plank. Very good. Almost lost my balance, but not, I catch it up. If you did, that's okay. We all human beings. Slowly come on back to the center, undo that leg, and bend those knees. Right and left, left and right, all the way. Walk, guys, back with me to your plank. The other leg up, all the way. Let's draw this foot towards knee. Elbow outside, all the way back. Exhalation. Now to the same side of the elbow. Exhalation. And towards the chin, chest, or belly, or even your nose. Let's repeat this flow. Again, opposite elbow. That's it. The same size elbow. Flow with awareness, guys, with awareness, being here and being now. I know sometimes it's so challenging, being here and being now, guys, all the way. Take it back, expand and extend it even more, guys, even more. Don't hurry up. And we're going to take this leg all the way, guys, around the upper thigh. Drop the head, relax the neck, continue to draw the belly in towards the spine. Press your hands really firm into the floor. Walk with me. Beginners, you can undo those knees or put the knees on the floor even, and slowly rock yourself into the side plank. All the way. Challenging to catch on the balance here. All right, we did excellent. Take it back. Undo those feet. Bend your knees for the couple of the times. First vinyasa or knees on the floor, guys, and do it that way. Knees on the floor, up dog, down dog, or flow with me all the way up. Inhalation, exhalation. Let's do one more. Find the strengths, knees on the floor, into the kneeling position if you have to, guys. All the way. Exhalation. All right, I'm gonna take you on your kneeling position. If you have knee pads, those would be helpful right now, or if you have just an extra blanket, that would be good as well. So we will repeat a few things we did on our recent practice to build more strength, to finalize it. So let's take, guys, first our one leg up front. So the first one is a knee above the ankle, 90 degrees. We're gonna go for the simple modification of the camel pose. So this time we're gonna take our one arm at the same side ankle. If you can't reach it, then you're going to do it on your back, guys. All the way reach. If you did it, then start to rotate your hips and shoulders up and forward, and then expand. All right, breathe actively. Keep on breathing, guys. Belly breathing, shoulders away from the ears. Big, bold smile. Good job. Come on back to the center. And we're going to pick up that ankle just like we did in the tabletop. A little bit more challenging for the balance. So go ahead and grab that ankle or toes and press that heel towards the glute all the way. Breathe actively. Good job. Just a couple more breaths. That's it. Now go ahead and undo this ankle and take your foot wider. All right, you probably remember we did it. Today we're going to do two variations, regular and revolved one. So we will begin with the regular one. Tuck your toes, find your hips square, reach all the way. The same hand, the same ankle. You can always come back to the front knee bend if you have to. Reach up and open. Hips forward, square hips, heart up and open. A lot of quadricep work here. Breathe, guys. Inhalation, exhalation. Do your best, guys. Do your best. And slowly come on back to the front. We're going to set this back knee underneath the hip and extend the front knee. Try to keep your hip square. We fold forward through the hip flexor. Fold forward through the hip flexor. In through that nose. Out through that nose. Try not to bring the knee inward. Keep it open and soft. Don't let that knee to pop up. If that happens, come up on a fist or in the blocks a little bit higher. And guys, breathe. Monkey pose or half Hanumanasana prep. Good. We come back up here. If you found it to be super challenging, again, remember you can come back to the bent knee up front, our first variation, to the same hand, the same ankle, or we're gonna go revolved. So opposite hand, opposite ankle. Square the hips, guys. Shift the hips up and forward, heart up and forward. Very good. And we continue to breathe. This is a challenging one. And just a few extra breathing cycles. All the way, guys. Let it go. Come on back. Good job. We're gonna go back to the front extension, into the monkey or half Hanumanasana prep. All the way. Bend through the hip flexor. All right. Now we're gonna find some challenging balance here today. On this kneeling position, take the same hand with your extended leg all the way. So hand on the floor or on the block, somewhere on the level of your calf or knee. Go ahead and keep the other hand on your waistline, or if you find it balanced, we're going to open it up. Breathe actively. You have to breathe in order to have the balance. Beginners, guys, stay just up here for the couple more breaths. Intermediate and advanced, we're going to give it a bind. Continue to hold your balance and bring the heart up and open. Up and open towards the ceiling. Do it gently. Come on back. All the way. Let's tuck the toes and extend and rest in the downward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Excellent asana for relaxation. It might not feel like that at the beginning, but it is, guys. All the way. Bring your knees back on the floor. We're gonna do this flow, exactly that one, from the other side. So bring your other leg on the floor, and we will begin up here by drawing the same side arm towards the heel. Square the hips, lift the heart up, all the way up and open. Active breathing. Try to rotate your heart and hips up towards the ceiling. Try not to sit, but push the hips forward, guys. Come on, back up. Beautiful work. We're going to lift the ankle and find the balance here. Difficult sometimes. Keep on breathing. So heel toward the glute. Good job. Very nice. So we're gonna go first for extended leg variation. Try not to roll your knees in. Keep the hips square. The same arm and the same leg. Same principle. If you need to bend your knee, then bend your knee, guys. Reach up and open. That's it. Feels so good. Can't tell that it feels very stable yet, but it's getting there. Keep on breathing. All right. Good work, everyone. Take your time, hold that balance, and switch forward position. Set your back hip above the knee. Lift your toes. Keep the hips square. Let's fold forward through that hip flexor all the way. So belly come first, then your rib cage, and only then your face all the way. It doesn't have to be low, guys. Breathe actively. Inhalation, preparation, exhalation, diving back into the asana. All right, take it back to the front. Come on back. So if you want to repeat the same thing, totally fine, or keep your knee, front knee bent, or we're gonna go to the revolved variation of this asana. We're gonna take the hand on the heel, the opposite hand, find the balance, trust your body. Balance is within, it comes from your breathing and the ability to trust yourself. Nothing is gonna happen if you have to restart it. Keep on breathing. And just a couple more extra breathing cycles with me. Come on back. We're folding forward again. Hanumanasana or monkey pose. Belly down towards the front quadricep. That's it. In through that nose. Out through that nose. Stay with me. Good job. All right, let's set. So if your left leg up front and left hand on the floor or on the block, other hand can be up here for the balance, or open it up all the way through. That is challenging balance on this side. Breathe, calm down. Good job. So stay right there if you are a beginner, or guys, go ahead and give it a good strong bind. Just like that. Inhalation, exhalation. Very good. Continue to draw the heart towards the ceiling. Let's undo it. All the way back. Take your knee back. Tuck your toes. Downward facing dog. Drop the head, guys. And relax your neck. Drop the head and relax your neck. I'm so proud of you. Take your walk to the plank, guys. We're gonna do a couple strong planks here. I will give you variations. Do your best. It doesn't have to be perfect. So try to make sure that your belly is in and not hanging. Brace your core. We will start with the one leg lift. Breathe actively. Activate your core. Beginners, stay right there. Intermediate and advanced. We're holding it. Keep on breathing actively, my friends. Keep on breathing actively. I am so proud of you guys. Take it back. Vinyasa of your choice. Push down, keep the knees on the floor if you have to. Exhalation, back. Take a breath. Bring your mind and body back to your mat. Back on being present. All right, come back. There is so much craziness going on in this world right now, but we have to be strong inside. All right, take your other leg up. And beginners, stay up here, knees on the floor, intermediate and advanced. Let's get this body on fire. In through the nose, out through the nose. I know, I feel it as well. And take it back. Push down vinyasa all the way, reach up. All right, take it back to the downward facing dog. In and out through that nose. In and out through that nose. Proud of you guys. All the way. Look forward. Take your right leg up. Look underneath the right. Open it nice through the hips. Very good. Look forward, guys, and step forward with me to your runner lunge. If runner lunge too much for you, you're going to take your knee on the floor. Nothing wrong with that. So all the way, guys, with me. Inhalation, exhalation, warrior two, guys, all the way. You don't have to be super low on those legs. Back to the runner lunge today. All right. That's going to be challenging, guys. Get ready. On exhalation, back to the warrior two. So beginners, you just can interlace your hands behind up here or put them behind the back. Intermediate and advanced, we're going to go with the hands revolve, reverse prayer position behind the back, and rotate your chest and your elbows parallel the long line of your mat. Right elbow looking towards the right heel, left elbow looking toward the left heel. Stay right here or elbow inside, inward. You don't have to do it, but just give it a try. Very good. Come on back. Undo those arms. Keep them strong. Back to your lunge vinyasa, guys, of your choice. Put your knees on the floor, beginners. You don't have to go through all of those challenging add-ons. Reach up. I just want you all, guys, to have a good, joyful practice. Drop the head. Rest and recover. I feel it. I know it. Take the other leg up. Look underneath. Shift the weight back, guys. Away from the shoulders. Step to your runner lunge. That's very good. Beginners, step to your low lunge with the knee on the floor. Very nice. All right, ready? Warrior two. Nice and proud one. Scoot a little bit lower into the legs. Gaze towards the front hand with the pride. Active arms, and arms are leveled, guys. Back to the runner lunge. Arms straight up. Super strong. Take it back. All the way to the warrior two. Gaze towards the front hand. You've got it. We're going to take our both hands behind if you can, or into the prayer position, just like we did on the other side. So first we're going to take the heart towards the front. So one elbow looking to one side of the mat, other elbow looking into the other side of the mat. So it's not halfway, it's a straight through the long side of your mat. If you're ready, you can remain just right where you are. Prayer position behind, elbow inside. Good job. Challenging for the shoulders, I can feel it, for the legs. Now get ready to undo those arms. All right, good job. Nice and strong. Back to your runner lunge. That's it. Are you feeling those legs and arms? Hopefully you do. All right, vinyasa of your choice, my friends. Come on up. I know. Do your best. It doesn't have to be done this way. This is mostly for advanced transition. Take it back. Exhalation. Drop the head, guys, and relax your neck. Drop the head and relax your neck, guys. Very good. I'm so proud of you. We will begin the balance flow, guys, today. Reach all the way. Reach up, look underneath, and look forward, and step back to your lunge. Beginners, you can do your lunge on your knee, or at least sometimes if you have to. We're going to be floating in between lunge in a warrior 3 using our arm flow as well. All right, ready? Try not to kick off your mat with the back leg. Use the front leg strength all the way. If you need to tap the floor sometime, tap the floor and back, guys, and flow. Take it big on exhalation. Start to glide back all the way. Look at you, come on up, all the way. Balance is within, sweep those arms. If you need to put your hands on the floor or tap the floor with the foot, please do it all the way back up. That's it, guys. We have only 2 more. Come on up, focus, focus, exhalation. Find that balance within, arms forward and step back, glide back, challenging. All right, final one, we can do it all the way. It doesn't have to be perfect. Reach all the way up, glide back slowly, super strong, guys. Take it back on the floor. Stay with me in the plank, guys. Beginners, go to your child pose right now. Intermediate and advanced, bring your heels on one side, reach up and open, and shift the hips down, shift them back up, shift the hips down, shift them back up. Vinyasa of your choice. Strong waistline, reach back, downward facing dog. And guys, we're gonna be ready to repeat this flow from the other side. Drop the hat, relax your neck. Take that other leg up, open it. We're ready to step to the runner lunge. Beginners, use the knee on the floor. Reach first, let's get ready. Active legs, especially front leg right now. Try not to kick off the floor with the back leg and glide. All right, sweep the arms, guys. That's it, sweep them back. Keep the back leg engaged. All the way, glide. All right. Balance, balance, balance. Breathe, guys. Don't be afraid to tap the floor if you have to. No judgment, right? No comparison. Even if you used to be stronger, no comparison, guys. We just do it what we can do today, right now, right here, getting stronger. Life is happening right now. Not on Saturday, on the barbecue party, and not a couple years ago, previously, right? Life is happening right now. All the way, front first. Back, this is the final one. All right. There is always something to look forward, but we don't want to live just with expectations of the future, here and now. All right, plank, my friends. We're going to lift, shift the heels on the other side. Take the arm, beginners, you can rest in your child pose right now and release the hips all the way. One more time. And then we're gonna be ready for vinyasa of your choice. Coming back up, downward facing dog. Drop the head, guys, relax your neck all the way, shift the hips back. Very nice. Look forward, bend those knees, step walk or hop. We're going to put our toes slightly wider, feet mat width apart, and heels slightly in. We're gonna go for the modification of Malasana or frog squat with a hand to the heart extension. Beginners, you can just grab your elbows and do the ragdoll, just round your spine slightly. All right, let's begin. Reach all the way up. And inhalation, exhalation. Try to hold your both feet, guys. Grounded, arms up front. In through that nose, out through that nose. Take your one hand on the floor, another hand on the heart. Lift your heels if you can, beginners. Put your heels on the floor and bend your knees as well. Good job. All the way. Lift. Breathe. Good work, guys. All the way. Hold it. Hand on the heart. And remember, it's an optional for you to lift the heels all the way. Good job. Let's do a couple more times, one from each side. Squat, malasana, or modified malasana, toes out. We can also call it frogger squat. Hands on the heart. Lift your heels as an option. Take it back for final squat. All the way. Good job, guys. Reach. All right. Hand on the heart. You got it. Heels up if you want. Beautiful. Take the heels back on the floor. Take your both feet closer. Lift the heart, halfway lift. Beginners, bend your knees. Practice the ragdoll all the way, intermediate and advanced. Padahastasana today. Hands underneath the feet and continue to fold forward. Take your time. Drop the neck, relax the head. It doesn't have to be perfect. All right. Good job, everybody. Come back. We're going to step our both feet a little bit wider and give it a squat. Our next flow, guys, is upward tabletop to the boat of your choice. You can bend your knees, tap the floor, and then upward seated intense Western straight, or just continue with the boat. All right, my friends. So let's go ahead and step the feet, hips width apart. Take your hands behind, wrist, elbow, shoulder. Push again the floor and lift the hips. On the first side, this is the easy asana. We work so hard in our Pilates, within our HIIT classes, but when you hold in it longer and when you hold in it right, that is very challenging. And slowly sit back those hips. Go ahead and both, guys, of your choice. You might begin with a hold in your legs, then if you need to bend your knees, or if you come in with me, we extend, scoop the belly in, do not round the spine, scoop the in, opposite direction movement. Breathe actively, guys, do not quit, just like a circulation of the energy, through the hands, through the feet, all the way back. Feet wider, ready, upward tabletop. Find the wrist underneath the shoulders, hips up, guys. If you feel a lot of pressure in the wrist, your wrist probably too close to your ankle, so you just need to move it a little bit farther. Hips up, heart up and open, shoulders away from the ears. Keep on breathing, guys. All the way. Back on the floor. Both pose, guys. Your choice, right? Scoop the belly in. Let's work a little bit lower, a little bit higher. Breathe actively, a little bit lower, a little bit higher. I need you to breathe, guys. Belly breathing is the strongest one. Ready? Beginners, go back to your tabletop, intermediate and advanced. Urvatanasana, upward plank. Breathe and reach, guys. Keep on working, hips up. Let's slowly release the hips back. This time, upward, seated, Western straight. Replace it with your boat, guys. So in order to find the balance up here, you really have to activate the center and use every single cell of your body. All right, guys. Start up here. You can bend your knees, hold your boat, feet on the floor in the boat, or continue to draw the belly towards the quadricep. Mine is not perfect, I'm working on it. It's a lot of balance, a lot of core work. Try not to let your knees to pop up. Breathe actively. Very good. Take your feet back on the floor, guys. Take your one leg behind into the half virasana. The other leg is extended. Now, if this doesn't work for you at all, then you will take your foot inside, just in a half crisscross leggings position. Pull the glutes out, grab your foot, use the strap or towel. If you can do that, stand a little bit closer, but do not do this, right? Belly down towards the quadricep, all the way. Inhalation, exhalation, guys. Stay with me. Just a few extra breathing cycles up here. That is very good. Now we're going to take the same side arm, which is your leg in virasana or half hero pose. Take it outside your foot or anywhere you can reach, and take the other hand on the waistline for beginners, or continue to open and try to set the arm a little bit higher as a continuation of the arm up front. Good job. Come on back to the center. Switch those legs, guys. All the way. Half virasana or foot inside. Create the long neutral spine, and only after that we folding forward all the way. Very good. Forward fold, guys. Forward fold. Good job. In through that nose, out through that nose. Make sure that your sit bones on the floor. Good. That's it. Feels so good. Come on back up. And the same side arm, which is your leg in half virasana or simple crisscross. Reach outside the foot or whatever you can reach, and we open up. Good. It's a great asana for the spine. Good job, guys. In through the nose, out. Breath or two. Today we're gonna go for the full virasana or hero pose. It's not for everyone, but I will give you a hint. If you can sit on the block or pillow or anything, that's gonna be halfway doable for you. If nothing works, then bring your feet up front. That's okay, just bring your feet up front in a simple crisscross position. By itself, it's already challenging, so we're gonna take the hands up front of the heart. Maybe if you want to work with me on the shoulders, then prepare your straps or just a piece of clothing. Reach the one arm behind, the other hand underneath, guys, all the way. Good. If you can connect, again, use a strap, piece of towel, piece of clothing, sweater, whatever you have, right? And beginners, if you're already connecting with strap or towel or with the hands, that is amazing achievement. That's great for shoulders. My intermediate and advanced, if you have more room, we're gonna go and fold forward. Good. Lift the elbows, come on back up. Undo. We still continue to sit in virasana and we change these sides. Definitely one side is more flexible and more open than other side. It's considering the shoulders, the back, the hips. So try to be aware of it so we know where to work more. In this practice, we're balancing right and left and right. In my advanced practice, if you have more room, try not to fail the elbows. Keep the elbows nice and open and continue to fold forward through the hip flexor. Very challenging, but really exciting to do something different. All right, guys, take your hands on the floor, come up quickly out of that virasana, Set those knees, guys, wider on your mat and put your feet together. We're gonna start up here on the belly. I will show you modification. So Sphinx pose and the little frog bind. So if that is already low, you're just gonna be up here. Or if you come to the cobra instead, come on up higher, then come up with me. This can be very sensitive for the hips and the knees. So find the perfect place where you can practice and enjoy. If it's challenging, this is awesome, guys. But if it's hurting your body, you have to leave the asana. It's prudent to leave the asana and find some modifications. When the asana is done right, it feels right. It might feel challenging and it might feel really challenging, but not painful, guys. I don't want you to go through the pain. Sweet boundary, right? In between the challenge and enjoyment. Come on up. Take it back all the way. Bring your knees closer. Grab your ankles all the way, guys. And reach up and open. All the way. Breathe actively. Swirl the nose in. Swirl the nose out. Good job. All the way. Back on the ground. Take your one arm on the side and bind on the side, one-sided side bow. All the way. Breathe ankle away from the hip. Come on back and turn around on the other side, and we're going to give it a counter stretch in the downward facing dog. One final one. Ankle away from the hip. Back to the center. Come on up. Take your hands. Roll the shoulders up, back and down. I love yoga practices. It opens a second stream of life in the body. All the way, like that life energy. Definitely come with me to your downward facing dog. We have to counter straight it and push the hips back, belly into towards the lower back. So important right now. Drop the head, relax your neck. Come on up with me on the tippy toes. Draw the belly even closer. Bring the knees back on the ground. Switch to the seated position. Again, we're gonna go for halasana or plow pose. For those who doesn't do the halasana for a variety of reasons, maybe you have a neck injuries or severe back injuries, just put your feet up towards the ceiling or even use the wall, guys. You can do it having putting your feet on the wall in your house if you practice outside on the tree somewhere, so that's gonna be already good. Or take your legs behind. Whatever, guys, you're doing, you have to ensure that the weight stays in between the shoulders, on the shoulder blades, not on your neck ever, right? All the way. Few more extra breathing cycles. Feels so good, guys. Feels so good. All right. And let's slowly come out of the asana. Draw your knees towards the heart. Give your body a good hug. Crisscross your ankles and press right on top. Just a gentle press on top. And then switch. Crisscross, gentle right press on top. Now, guys, close your eyes. And slowly, with your eyes closed, come up to the seated position with your both feet crisscrossed up front of your body. Keep your eyes closed and reach all the way up above your head, lengthening that spine. Draw everything you want to draw inside your body. Bring your both hands up front of the heart as a true universal sign of the gratitude. Life is busy, it's hectic, world is crazy right now around us. But no one can give us peace and no one can take it away once we acquire it. So let's look inside our hearts, find that true self. And if there is anything what holding you back, anxiety, discontent, anger, frustration, let it go, because all it does, again, it pulling us back away from something greater, lighter, healthier. So let's look inside. Find the big smile. Free the place for happiness, for love, for content, for giving back. Open your eyes, guys, right now and reach all the way. Inhalation and exhalation, hands up front, and have a wonderful, full of energy day today. Namaste. Good job, everybody. I'm so proud of you. I know it was challenging practice, but I want to hear what you could and what you couldn't do today so we can work more on something which is challenging for us. If it was your first workout with us, welcome on board, guys. You can grab the free daily workout schedule on my website in description below. Please, guys, comment and share with your friends and family. That's really helping me to make videos for you here on YouTube every single day. So guys, rest well, recover well, and I will see you all tomorrow.